Hey everybody, it's Dan with Learning to Smoke, and today is a very windy day, but that's not going to stop me from making some double smoked apricot glazed ham. This stuff is incredible. It's worth staying out here in the elements for. I'm going to show you how to make it. Stay tuned. As you can see, it is super windy outside, so I'm prepping this ham inside, and then we'll take it out to the grill. It's a pretty simple process, so we're going to just use some rub to put on there for now, and then take it out there at 225 degrees. First things first, we're going to take this, put it in the foil pan that we got right here. We're going to need this foil pan later. Got that residue there, so I'm going to just wipe that up. I don't want to get that on the bottom of the pan. There we go. Simple enough. Just take some rub. Take some pork rub. This one's a little sweeter. It's called Spellbound from Lane's Barbecue. I do dig this one. I fancy it a bit. Just going to sprinkle it on all sides as I can. Get it to stay in. Some people like to use binder. You can use spicy brown mustard or olive oil or whatever it is you want to help the rub stay on there. But anyway, as you can see, I'm not having too hard of a time because this ham is somewhat a little moist when it comes out of the packaging. Anyway, all right, just as simple as that. Now we're going to take it out to the grill. Bye. So now the grill's at 225 indirect heat. I prefer cherry wood with this. I'm using the Traeger today. I'm mixing it up. I normally do this on my ceramic grill, my Kamado Joe, but anyway, I just want to show you that you can also do this on your pellet grill too. So there it is. I'm going to close it, leave it in there for 2 hours at 225 degrees. So a question you may have during these next couple hours is, do I need to spritz? And the answer is no, you don't need to spritz during this time. And the reason for that is because we're going to pour some juices on it here later with some teriyaki, some orange juice, and some Dr. Pepper. So we're going to pour that on in a couple hours and wrap it in foil. But anyway, there's your spoiler alert of what's going to happen next. So we're a couple hours in here now. Going to lift up this lid. You see, it doesn't look like there's much drastic change. There is some of the juices from the meat that have gone into the pan. But what I'm going to do now, I don't know if you can see this on the camera that well, but I've got orange juice right here. I only filled in a little bit there. But I'm going to reach over here where I was putting my stuff. Put a little Dr. Pepper in there. And then I'm going to do some teriyaki. You can't see what I'm doing here. Filling that in there. So I mixed all three of those ingredients together. Got this brush. Normally I just pour this all straight on separately, I should say. But I'm going to pour this over it a little bit. As it cascades down. I'll make sure I cover it all. Let me just dip in here and brush around. See how I said I'm not going to spritz it? Because I'm just going to do this. Looks like I missed the backside there a little bit too. All right. So there we is. And now I'm going to cover this with foil too, which I left inside, so now I need to stop the video. I'm back with the foil. Got some heavy duty foil I'm going to put on top here. Going to wrap it tight. I'm going to let it sit like this for about 2 more hours. Really, I'm looking for an internal temp of 140 degrees, so it should take me about a couple hours for that to get there. But near the end of that 2 hours, I'm going to start making a glaze. The apricot glaze, which is amazing. Stay tuned. Okay, I told you it was pretty windy. My camera's about to blow away. Ah! See, I'm not making this stuff up. Okay. This is where I film myself taking this out. Hopefully my camera doesn't blow away while I do. Anyway, We're gonna be done here. Let's take a look. Actually, here. Let's take a look while it's on the grill. So look at this beautiful goodness. Oh yeah. Yummy, yummy. Okay, bye. Don't get blown away. Now for the next steps here to create that glaze. The ham is done, so obviously you gotta do the glaze now. I'm taking a stick of butter, so a half cup. Just gonna put that in there. This may take a little bit to melt because I got this one frozen. I forgot to thaw it out before filming, so that's on me. But anyway, I will let this melt here for a little bit. As you can see, that butter is melting really good. So now it's time to put in the dark brown sugar. So that's a half cup right there. And then I've got a half teaspoon of cinnamon. I'll sprinkle on in. And also a 4th teaspoon of nutmeg. And then I'll mix that up all together. As I get that fully stirred in together, which as you can see takes all but just a few seconds. Now I am going to get a half teaspoon of vanilla. I don't have this pre-prepped, so I'm going to pour this on in. I'm using Mexican vanilla. I really like the flavor of that one, but if you got regular vanilla, that's great too. And now, apricot preserves. Gonna bust out the Smuckers today. 3/4 cup is what we're looking for. I'm gonna eyeball it. That's probably about a half cup right there. So I'll add about half what I just put in to make that a 3/4 cup. But you know what? I like this stuff, so I'll add a little bit more just because I like doing that. Okay, let's mix this up. We're on medium-low heat. We're gonna mix this together. And as we mix it together, we wanna make sure it gets to a boil, just like a simmering boil there. So gotta make sure they're bubbling, and then once that happens, we remove it, and we'll pour it over the ham. It only took about 2 or 3 minutes, but here we are, just slowly bubbling, which is exactly what we want. Just gonna give it a little stir. Let it bubble a little bit. Then gonna remove it, and we'll go ahead and pour it all over that ham. We good. Let's get this poured over the ham. Here we are. I'm gonna pour it all over that ham. Actually, let me turn this toward you, the watcher, the viewer. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Really appreciate all the support you guys and gals provide me. But there, look at that cascading down. Oh, I love that. Got those chunks of apricot just going down there. I mean, honestly, I could just eat this glaze as it is. Just give me a spoon and I'll eat it up big time. So I'm gonna mop the sides over here because not all of it got covered equally. So I'm gonna bring some over to the back side and start splashing that on and brushing it too. So you'll notice that this spot right here in the ham doesn't look normal. Sometimes it happens while you cook. Sometimes as it cooks for a while, it starts to break apart. But anyway, it looks good, smells really good. I'm gonna let it sit here. One thing you can do actually is put it in the broiler for a few minutes and let that glaze caramelize on top. Or you can put it back on the grill and do it that way too if you want. But I'm gonna just use my broiler in my oven. So that's another little hack you can do there for that. But anyway, I'm gonna wait for the oven to be done actually. So got some other side dishes going on while I'm cooking this. Gonna pull this ham out of the broiler now. Yeah. Look at that. You can see it bubbling a little bit there. Smells magnificent. I really wish you guys could try this. Anyway, it had sat and rested for a little bit, the ham had. before I threw it in the broiler. So what I'm gonna do now, it's actually cooled down really quick, that foil has. I'm going to take this heavy duty spatula, take it out of this foil pan. Gonna place it right directly on this cutting board. And now I'm gonna slice this bad boy up. But I need a knife first. Got my knife now. I'm gonna slice into this. Now, some people prefer just to lay it back on its side and just take the spiral cut slices already off. And that's totally fine if you wanna do that. Sometimes I just like cutting into it just for the dramatic effect that you get when you're on camera here. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do, at least for a couple of sides. And then I'll probably just eat the slices the rest of the way that are already cut here. So I'm going to slice a little bit off right there. And hey, let's do some right here too. Let me get that on camera for y'all to see. I'm slicing in the pre-sliced parts. There we go. But I think the best tasting ham is up here. I love the flavor of the ham right there. But anyway, got some beautiful ham, glazed pretty well. And another thing you do is if you got some ham slices that you think just taste all right, or you want more of that glaze, you've always got this pan right here. You just toss your ham back in there. But anyway, let's give this a shot, shall we? Actually, I think it'd just be best if I just come right here and have some. The savoriness of the ham. Hold on a second. The savoriness of the ham combined with that apricot glaze. Wow. The apricot glaze really takes this to the next level. So I really hope you guys give this a shot. Feel free to follow me at Learn to Smoke Barbecue on here. Subscribe, that is. And give me a comment below if you like apricot glaze, or if you like pineapple glaze, or whatever type of glaze you like. Just let me know what kind of glaze you like and what you're interested in. And we can give that a shot next time maybe. So anyway, hope you all have a wonderful holiday, and thanks for watching.